It's currently 7:30. I'm gonna continue reading White Sargasso Sea, Rhys. The weather's changed. Baptist was waiting, and the horses saddled. And I will write down the words that I don't understand, and then I will search it out after. The horses saddled. That boy stood by the clove tree, and near him the basket he was to carry. These baskets are light and waterproof, and decided to use one for few necessary clothes. Most of our belongings were to follow in a day or two. A carriage was to meet us as massacre. Had seen to everything, arranged everything. She was there in a joppa, carefully dressed for the journey. I noticed, but her face blank, no expression at all. Tears? There's not a tear in her. Well, we'll see. Did she remember anything? I wondered, feel anything? The blue cloud, that shadow, the Martinique. It's clear now. Or the names of mountains. No, not mountains. Mourn, she'd say. Mountain is an ugly word for them. Or the stories about Jack Spaniards long ago, when she said, "Look, the emerald drop that brings good fortune." Yes, for a moment the sky was green, a bright green sunset. Strange, but not half so strange as saying it brought good fortune. After all, I was prepared for her. After all, I was prepared for her blank indifference. I knew that my dreams were dreams, but the sadness I felt looking at the shabby White House, I wasn't prepared for that. More than ever before, it strained away from the black snake-like forest. Louder and more desperately, it's called. Save me from destruction, ruin, and desolation. Save me from the long, slow death by ants. But what are you doing here, you folly? So near the forest, don't you know that this is a dangerous place? And that dark forest always wins, always. If you don't, you soon will. And I can do nothing to help you. Baptist looked very different. Not a trace of the polite domestic. Not a trace of the polite domestic. He wore a very wide-brimmed straw hat. I knew was waterproof. He was ready for the rain, and it was certainly on its way. I said that I would like to say goodbye to the little girl who left Hilda. Hilda is not here. He answered in his careful English. Hilda has left yesterday. He spoke politely enough, but I could feel his dislike and contempt. The same contempt as that devil's when she said, "Taste my bull's blood," meaning that will make you a man, perhaps. Much I cared for what they thought of me. As for her, I'd forgotten her for the moment, so I shall never understand why. Suddenly, bewilderingly, I was I was certain that everything I imagined to be truth was false. False. Only the magic and the dream are true. All the rest's all the rest's a lie. Let's go. Here's a secret. Here. But it is lost, that secret, and those who know it cannot tell it. Not lost, and found it in a hidden place, and had to keep it. Hold it fast, and hold her. I looked at her. She was staring out to the distant sea. She was silent itself. Sing, Antonietta. I can hear you now. Here the wind says, it has been. And the sea says, it must be, it must be. And the sun says, it can be, it will be. And the rain? You must listen to that. Our rain knows all the songs. And all the tears? All. Yes, I will listen to the rain. I will listen to the mountain bird. Oh, a heart stopper in the solitaire one note. High, sweet, lonely magic. You hold your breath to listen. No, gone. What was I to say to her? Do not be sad, or think adieu. Never adieu. We will watch the sunset again many times, and perhaps we'll see the emerald drop, the green flash that brings good fortune, and you must laugh and chatter as you used to do. Telling me about the battle of the saints or the picnic of Mary Galante. Gallant, the famous picnic that turned into a fight, or the pirates, and what they did between voyages. I don't know why I dropped my pen, but voyages. For every voyage might be their last. Sun and Sangaree and Sangaree's heady mixture. Then the earthquake. Oh yes, people say that God was angry at the things they did, woke from his sleep, one breath and they were gone. He slept again, but they left their treasure, gold and more than gold. Some of it is found, but the finders never tell, because you see that only get the third then. That's the law of treasure. They want it all, so never speak of it. Sometimes precious things, or jewels, there's no end to what they find and sell in secret to some cautious man who waits and pressures, hesitates, asks questions which are not answered, then hands over money in exchange. Everybody knows that gold pieces, treasures, appear in Spanish Town, here too, in all the islands, from no one knows where. For it is better not to speak of treasure, better not to tell them. Yes, better not to tell them. I won't tell you that I scarcely listen to your stories. I was longing for night and darkness and the time when the moonflowers open. Blot out the moon. Oh my God. Blot out the moon, pull down the stars, love in the dark, for the dark, so soon, like the swaggering pirates. Let's make the most and best and worst of what we have. Give not one third, but everything, all. Keep nothing back. No, I would say. I knew what I would say. I have made a terrible mistake. Forgive me. I said it, looking at her, seeing the hatred in her eyes, and feeling my own hate spring up to meet it. Again, the jitty change. I don't know if it's called jitty or giddy, but the remembering, the sickening swing back to hate. They bought me. Me with your paltry money. I really gotta remember paltry. You helped them to do it. You deceived me, betrayed me, and you do worse if you get the chance. That girl so look you straight in the eye and talk sweet, and talk sweet talk, and it's lies she tell you, lies. Her mother was so. They say the worse than her mother. If I was bound for hell, let it to be hell. No more false heavens, no more damned magic. You hate me and I hate you. We'll see who hates best. But first I'll destroy your hatred. Now my hate is colder, stronger, and you have no hate to warm yourself. You will have nothing. I did it too. I saw the hate go out of her eyes. I forced it out, and with the hate, her beauty, she was only a ghost in the great daylight. Nothing left but helplessness. Say die and I'll die. Say die and watch me die. She lifted her eyes, blank lovely eyes, a mad girl. I don't know what I would have said or done in the balance, everything. But at this moment, the nameless boy leaned his head against the clove tree and sobbed. Loud, heartbreaking sobs. I would have strangled. I would have strangled him with pleasure, but I managed to control myself, walked up to them, and said coldly, "What is the matter with him? What is he crying about?" Baptist did not answer. His sullen face grew a shade more sullen, and that was all I got from Baptist. She had followed me, and she answered. I scarcely recognized her. Her voice, no warmth, no sweetness. The doll had a doll's voice, a breathless and curiously indifferent voice. He asked me when we first came if you would take him with you when he asked me when we first came if you would take him with you when we left. He doesn't want any money, just to be with you. Because she stopped and ran her tongue over her lips. He loves you very much. So I said you would take him. Baptist has told him that you will not. He is crying. I certainly will not, I said angrily. God, a half savage body, a god savage boy as well as he knows English, he said. She said, still indifferently. She has tried very hard to learn English. She hasn't learned any English that I can understand, I said, and looking at her stiff, white face, with my fury grew. What right have you to make promises in my name, or to speak for me at all? No, I had no right. I'm sorry. I don't understand you. I know nothing about you, and I cannot speak for you. And that was all. I said goodbye to Baptist. He bowed stiffly. unwillingly, mutterly. Willingly muttered wishes for a pleasant journey, I suppose. He hoped, I'm sure, that he'd never set eyes on me again. She had mounted, and she went over to her. When she stretched her hand out, he took it, and still holding it, spoke to her very earnestly. I did not hear what he said, but I thought she would cry then. No, the doll's smile came back, nailed to her face. Even if she had wept like Magdalene, it would have made no difference. I was exhausted. All the mad conflicting emotions had gone and left me wearied and empty. Sane. I was tired of these people. I disliked their laughter and their tears, their flattery and envy. Conceit and deceit. And I hated the place. I hated the mountains and the hills, the rivers and the rain. I hated the sunsets of whatever color. I hated its beauty and its magic and the secret I would never know. I hated its indifference and the cruelty which was part of its loveliness. Above all, I hated her. For she belonged to the magic and the loveliness. She had left me thirsty, and all my life would be thirst and longing for what I had lost before I had found it. So we rode away and left it, the hidden place, not for me and not for her. I took after her. She'd far along the road now. Very soon she'll join the others who know the secret and will not tell it, or cannot, or try to fail because they do not know enough. They can be recognized, white faces, dazed eyes. Aimless gestures, high-pitched laughter, the way they walk and talk and scream or they try to kill themselves or you. If you laugh back at them, yes, they've got to be watched, for the time comes when they try to kill, then disappear, but others are waiting to take their places. It's a long line. She's one of them. I too can wait for the day when she is a memory to be avoided, locked away, and like all memories, a legend or a lie. I remember that we turned the corner and thought about Baptist and wondered if he had another name. I'd never asked, and then that I'd sell the place for what for what it would fetch. I had meant to give it back to her. Now, what? Now, what's the use? That stupid boy followed us, the basket balanced on his head. He used the back of his hand to wipe away his tears. Who would have thought that any boy would cry like that for nothing? Nothing. So now I finished part 2. Like I have several pages left. I have like only 7 or 6 pages left because part 3 is very short. I'll try to finish it next time or the following 2 times, and then I can finish with the book. Alright, so that's for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.